Hi, my name's Helen. I'm going to take you through a full body workout. GVT stands for German volume training, which is 10 rounds. 10 rounds of exercises. I think it might actually be like 10 sets of 10. We're doing 30 seconds each one. That usually is how long it takes to do about 10 reps. But that might sound really boring. Don't leave yet. Yes, we are going to do it. You're more than welcome to do the whole 10 rounds, the same thing, the same tempo the whole time. I'm going to be playing with the tempo, so each round just feels a little bit different. We're going to warm up. It's only 4 exercises, and you need a set of dumbbells, maybe 2 if you want heavier for legs, lighter for arms. So we're going to start warming up. Just warm up the shoulders, give a few circles. The idea of the warm-up is to get ourselves both mentally as well as physically prepared for the workout. Make sure you circle in both directions. Bang, bang, bang. I'm nervous, by the way. Oh dear, I shouldn't say that maybe. Perfect. And then open those chest, swing arms forward and back. So I am going to be, sometimes I've got basically it jotted down over here, the 10 rounds, so that I can keep track, because there's no way of keeping track on here and my brain is going to forget instantly. So if you see me doing anything over here, that's all that is. Yeah, because 10 rounds, side bend, side to side, reach up a bend, switch sides. So our 4 exercises we're going to do upper, lower. So it's squats, bent over rows, RDLs, and chest press. We only ever go 30 seconds each exercise. And we do get a rest after we do all 4 every single round. By the end of 10 rounds, everything is going to feel worked and tired. Little squats, please. So we should be working with our squats. We'll be working the front of the legs, maybe a little bit in the glutes. RDLs working the back of the legs, a little bit glutes. Bent over rows, a little bit biceps and working the back. And chest press, shoulders, triceps, chest. So a full body workout in only 4 exercises. 10 rounds. Good morning. Feet underneath the hips, fingertips on the temples. Have a squeeze between the shoulder blades to open your chest. Soften your knees and push your hips back. Stand up. So we will be seeing these movement patterns in the workout, which is why I want to do them at the moment with just body weight. Getting familiar with the movement and increasing our range. So these, your hips go back and not down. And then we're going to go squats again. Squats, hips go back and down. So squats is like you're sitting on a chair, and we're gradually going to try and increase our range. Almost picture your chair gets a little bit deeper every single round. And the good mornings. Squeeze the shoulder blades, set the upper back. Soften your hips, hips back. Try not to lock out your knees and bring them back here. So keep the knees over the heels and the hips go away. The way I like to do this is like a bit sexy. So this one's kind of like, ooh, bending over, whereas a squat is your bum down. So if you get that, ooh, if you don't feel the stretch on the back of the leg, you know you've squatted a little bit. Coming into a bear crawl. So walk your hands down your body. Walk forward to plank position, shoulders come over wrist. Walk back, bend your knees, squat up. Fold down, straight legs or straightish legs. Walk forward to plank, walk back, bend your knees, squat up. One more, but this time we're going to stay in plank and drop the knees to the floor. Bring your hands a bit wider than your chest. Push-ups on your knees. They don't need to be deep ones just yet. Just a little bend of the elbow and push back up. If on your knees is a bit too strong, bring your knees in closer rather than knees back. Don't do them on your toes. We're just warming up. I love when you do push-ups on your toes, but not in the warm-up. Your whole body weight is not a warm-up weight. Perfect. Come to all fours, cat and cows, arch your back and round your back. And hopefully one thing you're noticing at the moment is your breathing rate's increasing a little bit, your body temperature's warming a little bit. And maybe 10 rounds is feeling easy, doable. Push-ups again, so knees under hips or knees a bit further back. Scoop out your abs, and the aim is you're just moving your arms. So your elbows bend and extend, bend and extend, rather than the hips going down and up. So we're not worried about the hips coming close to the floor, just the chest dropping between the elbows because the elbows bend and extend. Perfect. Knees over hips again. Reach your right arm up, thread it underneath the left armpit, and then switch arms. Replace the hand, other side. Perfect. Final round of push-ups on these. This time hoping to find some depth. So maybe you have just a slight pause at the bottom. That's also time to notice if you've like arched your back or sunk your hips down a little bit. So you're trying to keep the abs scooped underneath. And you notice when it feels easier when your hips get below shoulder height, so you really get that scoop out. Perfect. Jump up, shake off. The first 2 rounds, we're just going to get used to the movement patterns. And then after that, the fun 8 rounds, we'll play with the tempos. You've got the options, maybe lighter weights for arms, heavy weight for legs, or maybe you just need to do the same thing for both. One or both dumbbells for squats. So you're going to get them up on your shoulders, elbows underneath, feet a bit wider than hips. Just drop your hips down and back like you did in the warm-up. Stand up. Hips down and back. Stand up. Knees want to aim roughly for the middle of your trainer. So if you're noticing they're tracking forwards, gently push them out. If you struggle to push them out, maybe your feet are a little bit too wide. And just check as well that the feet aren't too crazy wide that you can't get your knees over the heels. What I just did there wasn't crazy wide. That was just more like a sumo squat. Now, if you get stuck, just one dumbbell only, or even body weight if you get stuck. I said if you get stuck twice. Bent over rows. Go for that hip hinge, like sexy. Hips push back, knees are over the heels. Long spine, tuck your chin. And then your elbows pull in and back towards your ribs. Straighten the arms again. Pull in and back. Squeeze your upper back muscles. And then lower back down. So the common thing I see here is either posture to start with a rounded back. So to make sure your spine is really long. And the next thing, people tend to bring the dumbbell up towards the shoulders. But think about bringing the dumbbells back along your legs, almost towards your hip bones. Oh, perfect. RDL, so like the good mornings we did with the fingertips on the temples, but this time the dumbbells face towards your thighs. Feet under hips, knees are soft. You push your hips back, 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 back. Stand up. You do not need to get the dumbbells anywhere near the floor. If you aim for the knees, that's great. You may need to go a little bit lower than the knees. But if you go lower than that, it tends to be that we start to squat, hips down, or round the back. So just aim for as far as you can go, where you still manage to keep your posture, and you feel that stretch down the hamstrings back to the legs. Perfect. Lie down on your back. Get the dumbbells up, palms facing toward your thighs, and then just slightly tuck them in so it's a mini V shape. Drop the elbows down towards the floor and slightly away from your body. Press back up, down and up. So if you're on the ground, your eventual aim is to get the arms to touch the back of the floor. The back of the floor. The floor. If you can't get that low, that's okay. And you can always, with all of these exercises, just do one dumbbell if you need. Just check though these, that the dumbbells and elbows are along your chest and not up here like this, and along with your face and neck. So when you're ready, get up off the floor. Oh my God, I've got so much mud on these dumbbells. Stand up. We're going to do it again. I'm going to show you on this next round how to do it with one dumbbell if you get stuck. I appreciate, or what I'm hoping is that first round felt okay. What do you do? I'll make sure I get rid of it. Hopefully the first round felt okay, and then gradually it gets more and more challenging each round. So squats, 2 dumbbells if you can. If not, just the one dumbbell. Hold it up, and you're doing the same thing. Squat. Bum, bum, bum. If you find that your weight is heavier, but you can't get the depth, go lighter. The first thing you want to ever get with an exercise is your technique. Once you've got the technique, then you want to work on your range. And then once you've got those two sorted, then you work on increasing your weight. Perfect, bent over rows. So if you're using the one dumbbell, so if you're using two, hold both. If you're using one, just hold the end. It's the exact same motion. You get that hinge position. Elbows pull in and close to your body. Return back down. And you're trying to think about almost wrapping your elbows around your body. This one is easy to think about pulling the dumbbell along the length of your thighs. That way your elbows go kind of back and up rather than just straight back up towards your shoulders. And one thing I should have said, it's quite a long time in a tip position. So if you get stuck, just stand up, shake off, stand up, stake off, and then go again. Adios, same thing, two dumbbells if you can. If you get stuck with the one, and then pulling it in, almost picture you're squeezing a tennis ball between your arms and your sides. And then you're going to hinge, 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 stand up. The dumbbells, or dumbbell, wants to remain really close to your thighs. So rather than moving away like this, where it ends up underneath your shoulders, so you're slightly pulling it in towards your body. That's going to help keep your lower back, or take some load off the lower back. It's going to engage your lats, so the muscle like here. And it's particularly important when you start ever lifting heavier weights, running closer. Chest press, lie down on your back. So if you're with the one, you do the same thing again. Hold on to either end. You drop the dumbbell down towards your chest, push back up. The only difference with this is the elbows will naturally tuck in more to the side. So it's got a slightly more tricep focus, but it's still working your chest. If you're with the dumbbells, when you move your elbows out a little bit more, it's going to get that pulling sensation in your chest. It's just again, we want to watch out that we don't bring the dumbbell or the elbows up high by the face or the neck. 2 rounds done. 2 rounds done. Jump up, shake off. Let me take my notes. So, as I say, you are more than welcome to do every single like that, normal tempo, just down and up, down and up, down and up. If you want to add a little bit of spice variety, come with me. We're going to do a 2-2 timing. So it's 2 seconds down, 2 seconds up. 2 seconds down, 2 seconds up, picking up your weights. It's going 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. So it's a little bit slower. It's usually not so bad on the lowering phase, but the upward phase, we want to do down for 2 and then up and really get out of that bottom half. But this is encouraging you to stay a little bit longer in that bottom part where there's more tension. And it's a little bit more challenging. You've got to get stronger. Perfect, bent over rows, feet under hips. Same option, you can just go pull, release, or get your hinge. And we go up for 2, down for 2. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. And almost picture, I've got my hand on this middle part of your spine, between your shoulder blades. And as you pull in, think about squeezing my fingers. So squeeze your shoulder blades around your spine. It's going to get your upper back really activating. Activation. Perfect. Stand. Activation. This is the way you feel. Adios. Picture that little tennis ball between your armpits and your arms. Soften these. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. Easing it down, driving it back up. You want to feel, again, the stretch. And this movement, think of it as a push movement. So as you stand, push your feet down into the ground. As you simultaneously kind of drive your hips forward and lift your chest. If you really think about using your legs to stamp down as you stand, chest press, coming down to the ground. This is going to be 3 rounds done. Whoosh. Create that small V. If you're on the 2, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. Really trying to not rush out the bottom range. Oh, yeah. I like doing a Mississippi count as well, because when we just go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, we can do it really fast. Whereas Mississippi forces you into a good, decent couple of seconds. Do you feel the difference from slowing it down? Oh, you should get rid of the weights. Come on up off the floor. Let me delete that round. 3 done. Right, this next round, we're going to go down/up for 3, and then down/up for 1. That makes sense as we go. So, grabbing your weights for squats. Down for 3, up for 1. No, now 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, stand up strong. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, stand up strong. So really nice and slow on the way down, and a strong stand. Feel it load, 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 drive up. And by the way, when you're starting to fatigue, your drive up might look a little bit slower. Basically, I'm just hoping that your lowering phase is slower than your standing phase. Perfect, bent over rows. This is we're going to pull up, slow for 3, down for 1. Find your hinge, long spine, and then pull Mississippi 2, Mississippi 3, Mississippi, down, but down and not letting your back collapse. Really resist. 3, Mississippi 2, Mississippi 1, Mississippi, release. See if you can get your elbows to wrap around your body and squeeze your shoulder blades. Release. Mississippi 2, Mississippi 3, Mississippi. Oh yeah. My pulling is never as strong as my pushing. I find that harder. RDLs. Romanian deadlifts if it didn't hurt already. So down for 3, up for 1. So soften your knees. Tip Mississippi 2, Mississippi 3, Mississippi, stand. Stamp your heels down. Feel the stretch, feel the stretch, feel the stretch. And then drive. Stand your feet down really strong. These ones, they slow down, fast up. You know, before I said the 2-2, the coming up slow is harder. That's what's coming next. Yay. Perfect. Chest press, down slow for 3, up for 1. Down slow for 3, up for 1. Take time to set up, take longer if you need. And we go in. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. Push the floor away. And by push the floor away, I mean push the dumbbells away from the floor. So your elbows go wide if you can, wide if you can, wide if you can, then squeeze them in and up. Almost think about that little squeeze between the shoulder blades again on the way down, and then drive your upper back into the floor as you push up. As big a contraction of the chest as you can. Yes, well done. Come on up, have a little break, have a sip, whatever you need. 4 rounds done. Oh, go me knowing that before I looked. We're just flipping that timing on its head. So we did a 3 and 1, now we're doing a 1 and 3. So in the squats, going to be down quick, up slow, and that's going to be tough. You're going to want to go down quick, up quick. No. Pick up your weight safely. Front rank. Down quick. Am I down quick? I don't need to like go crazy. Just down normal, and then up 3 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 1 Mississippi. Down normal. 3 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 1 Mississippi. Yes. Particularly making that very bottom part the slowest you can. How are we feeling? Starting to feel your quads kick in a little bit more, I hope. Noosh. Bend over rows. 1 up, 3 down. Is that what we said? Yeah, 1 up, 3 down. Tip, normal up, resist down. Up and in, have a little squeeze, pause, and then resist slow. Check your posture. If you ever happen to take a mirror or something you can look side on in, do. If you haven't, most of us have a phone or something, right? So try filming yourself one time just to see how it compares to my posture. Notice if you're more upright or a bit more rounded. And then sometimes when we see it, it becomes a little bit easier to fix. Oh, perfect. RDLs. 1 down, 3 up. So still putting that downward pressure into the feet, just not standing with as much urgency. Normal down. We hinge. 3 in 2 and 1. Dig your heels into the floor. Whoosh. I'm going to feel the backs of the leg catch when you get in that hinge position. And then they'll be squeezing. If you think about actively squeezing your bum a little bit as you stand, you'll notice them kicking a little bit more. 1 down, 3 up, chest press. 1 down, 3 up. Down, normal up, slow. Set up, take longer if you need. Normal down. Slowly up, 3, Mississippi, 2, Mississippi, 1, Mississippi. So you might even find, I'm hoping, in fact, you're getting a little shake in your arms around about now, especially with the slow upward phase. So remember, if you get stuck, 1 dumbbell only. If you're ever getting through this really comfortably, by the way, you can look to invest in some more weights whenever you next can. Get rid of your weights. Come on up. Have a little shake, sip of water if you need it. We are halfway. And next round, if you want to match me with the timing, we're slowing it down even more on the down and the up. So we're going to go 4-4 timing, 4 counts down, 4 counts up. When you're ready, bend knees, pick up your weights. Front rack. Try Mississippi's. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi. Wait, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi. Aye. And then you're really attempting to not pause at the top when your legs are extended. Do if you need it. If you need a rest, of course you do. But if you can, the second you get to the top, you go back into the next one. Try not to rush to get there. Yes. Oh, shit. Oh, thank God, only 30 seconds. Bend over rows, feet under hips. Hinge. Long spine pull. 3 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 1 Mississippi. Get that squeeze before you resist it down. Use that squeeze, so elbows tucking in towards your sides. Tuck them in, 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 tuck them in. And then resist down, slow. Take your time to release that squeeze between the shoulder blades. Again, it's a long time in bent over position. So please don't worry if you need to stand up. If you start feeling your lower back at all, it is working to hold your spine here. So if you feel it too much, stand up, shake it off, get back in. 4-4 RDL. Find your hinge. Find those balls between your armpits and your arms. Slow. Essentially, by the way, if you are completing it and you haven't got the shake, you find it really easy and comfortable, you might even get to the end of the workout. It might be like, you're like, oh, perfect, felt like an easier workout. But if you're feeling good and strong, it shouldn't feel easy. My weights are a little bit too light for me. Come down for your chest press. But I do that because I film more than one video in a day. So try not to kill myself, you know. Chest press, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, and reverse it. Whoosh. Maybe get a little shake on. Whoosh. Remembering paying special attention to the bottom half, where you're going to want to try and reverse quick. So yeah, I hope you've got more struggle than me. I'm able to chat and coach you through it. And I hope the only thing you'll be able to get out every once in a while is like, oh God. Yes, perfect. Get rid. Shake off. Little sip. Little shake, little welly. Little welly. Right. I'm going to have one bottom half. So the squat or top half. And sometimes you go down, up halfway, only down again, up to the top. Grab your weights if you've got it. 1 weight or 2. All the way down to the bottom with me. Come up only halfway. Go all the way down again. Stand up at the top. Repeat. All the way down to the bottom. Come up just halfway. Go all the way down again. Stand up. Repeat. all the way down, up halfway, all the way down, rise to the top. What you might notice is my timing, by the way, is never like crazy fast. But the one thing I notice the most, if anyone's going to do anything when they're training, is normally that they go too fast and they lack the control over the muscles. So that's why I'm keeping the pace slow and steady. See if you can match. Same with the rows. Up, down a little bit, up again, down all the way. Hinge, pull up, squeeze it, down just a little bit, squeeze again, maybe even harder, and release. Big pull up, big squeeze, just a mini release of the squeeze, squeeze harder, and release. My face is actually going. Big squeeze, mini release, big squeeze. I just went to stand up earlier. RDL, same situation. We hinge, come up just a little bit, hinge again, stand all the way. This movement is from your hips. Hips go back, and then almost like you've been burnt on the bum. You're like, oh no, they come forward. And then you test it again, like, did it? Come up again, rather than your back just going down, up, down. See the difference where my hips don't move very much here. I'm just working my back, whereas this one, my hips are going backwards. So do make sure it's the hip motion that's doing this bottom half more than the back. Chest press for the bottom half. Down all the way, up halfway, down again, up to the top, all the way to the bottom, just halfway up, all the way down again, all the way to the top. Sorry if you've got that first time, you're like, yeah, I don't need it repeated. But I know there's some people that struggle with the coordination, and that is fair. It's really quite hard to think about the bottom half. You kind of want to go halfway down, all the way down, but no. It's maximum time at bottom range. Yes, perfect, well done. Rock yourself up, have a little break, have a little shake. Shake, shake, shimmy. Oh my goodness me, we've only got 3 rounds to go. This time we're going to do a 1-2-1. Down normal, 2 Mississippi pause, up normal. Down normal, 2 Mississippi pause, up normal. Yep. So down at normal. Hold 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, stand up. Down normal. Hold 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, stand up. Again, check that you're not stuck to let your chest fall all the way forward. Your shoulders shouldn't be in line with the hips, but your bum's lower, your shoulders higher. And yeah, you know I was saying about the bottom half being tough, loitering in it only gets you stronger. It doesn't feel easy while you're doing it, but it does get you stronger after. Yes, bent over rows, we pull up, hold for 2 counts, down for 1 count. And if your back's like struggle too much, so you hinge, pull up, hold 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, release, and then maybe stand, repeat again. So if we go down, pull up, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, release, and rise. But if you're able to stay in that hinge position the whole time, you do. That is something that builds, your back strength will build over time. So please don't worry if you're like, oh God, but my lower back's going. Again, like I said, it does work, but it shouldn't be the overwhelming work. It's just when we haven't built the strength there, it will feel overwhelming. So that's where you stop and shake. Hinge. Come down, pause, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, rise. Hinge, pause, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, stand. Almost think about like doing that little test between it. Is your leggings see-through? Have a look back, or like stretching the legs as much as you can to see if they're see-through, if they were in this position. Strong stand. Chestpress.com. Coming out the ground. How you doing? Mentally as well as physically. It's a lot doing the same thing. Come all the way down. Pause, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, push. Now, I say pause. Our aim is for our arms to be grazing the floor, not resting on the floor. So if they're resting, you're just having a nice time, right? So it's just that they're there for full range, but you're fully supporting the weight with your muscles, unless you need a break. If not, you're supporting it. Strong drive. Oh, it's perfect. Have a little break. Have a little break. Have a little shake. Get down tonight. Right. Oh, where's my water? I left it. Squats. This time, you know we did a 1-2-1 timing. Down was a 2 up for 1. We're going to make that harder. 1-4-4 timing. So grab your weights. Go down as normal. Hold for 4 counts. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4. Don't rise up quick. Rise up slow. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4. Go down. Straight back in it. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi. Slowly rise. Really, 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 really slow. You're going to want to come up fast at this point. But no. How much good news is it's only 30 seconds. And it's such long holds. It's what, like 3 reps. You can do anything 3 times. Yeah, perfect. Bent over rows, 1-4-4 timing. Always tempo is written like that. So sometimes there's 4 numbers. Tip, pull, hold, 4 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 1 Mississippi, really slow, lower down, as slow as you can, 4 Mississippis. Repeat. So sometimes the same way of writing that would be like 1-4-4-0. So you know how I said about not having a pause at the bottom or the top, but you just go straight in again? That's also known as 0, but that's a lot of numbers to say. So sometimes we just don't say them, just say the 3. Perfect RDLs. And if we're only working on, so you know I said 2-2 timing earlier, that's technically 2-0-2-0. So RDL, calm down, pause for 4 Mississippis. Rise slowly for 4 Mississippis. So whenever you see tempo written like that, it's that you've got lowering phase, lifting phase, and then whether or not you have a pause at the bottom or the top. That's what that is, just for future. Keep pulling the dumbbells close to your thighs. Keep squeezing the orange between your arms and your armpits. Perfect chest press. 1-4-4. Oh, yeah, this is upper body. I don't know about you, but upper body is generally harder than legs. So down, pause it, 4 Mississippis. Check the elbows and the dumbbells in line with the chest. Check you're not resting on the floor. And then try not to race up that very bottom bit. Keep it slow. I do not mind if your arms, what do you mean I don't mind? I would love if your arms are starting to really shake and tremble around about now. They can, so we're in the final rounds. And you may well have needed, I hope you probably needed some pauses throughout this as well. Nice. How are we doing with the repetition? Tell you what, you've done amazing if you got this far. We are on the 10th round. We are aiming for, you know, we did that bottom half. Challenge in this final round is to never release, never stand up. So we're going to pulse continuously. Now pick up your weights. We're going all the way down, halfway up, all the way down again, only halfway up, all the way down again, only halfway up. And the whole time we're trying to do this without standing up at all. If the burn gets too much, of course you stand up and you shake off. But if you can, we're staying down the whole time. It's only 10 more seconds. Bum lower than shoulders. And this is the last time you do this. It's the last time. Yes, by squats. Rows. The whole time if you can at the top. Remember, you can stand and shake off anytime you need. Hinge. Pull. Down a little bit. Up again. Down a little bit. Up again. Keep your knees soft. Keep tipping forward to really target the back. And then like you're crushing multiple cans between your shoulder blades and your spine. One's replaced, crush the next one. Replaced, crush the next one. Yes, 5 seconds to go. Yes, perfect. Oh, RDLs. Because this is 2 tipped positions, you really may need to stand. It's all right. Hinge. Up a little bit. Hinge. Up a little bit. Hinge. Keep the dumbbells close to your legs. Please, 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 if you're like, oh my God, my lower back, nothing should be painful. You might feel burn, you might feel fatigue, you might feel like shaky, you might feel like kind of the achy feeling, but not pain. If it's pain, stand up. You go again. Yeah, perfect. Chest press, bottom halves the whole time. Then we're done apart from stretching, and please do stay for the stretch. We've got 10 rounds. Go again, all the way down, just halfway up, all the way down again, just halfway up. Shaky, shaky arms, I hope. But the whole time your muscles have been contracting, they're the same muscles the whole time. So we just want to relax them again, getting them back to their full length. And the more we're able to strengthen at our full range, the stronger we're going to get with the more of the muscle going to work. So it's really good to continue to work on our flexibility after a workout. So new there, final push, final push, final push, final push. Oosh. Relax. Shake, shake, shake. Done. Have a little, maybe shake off your arms. Maybe a little release of your back. Oh, a little shake of your legs. And we're going to stretch. I want you to stretch about 30 seconds to give it time to actually relax. Take your right arm across. Stretch, hold. How do you find it? You still with me? That's a big question. I'd love to know if you made it till the end. It's funny because I was saying like my weight's a bit too light. I was still feeling that. And I feel like there's still a chance tomorrow I'm going to be like, whoa, 10 rounds. Oh, shush, shush. Switch arms. If you did notice your lower back quite a lot, after this I would maybe recommend like hanging out, folding a little bit longer, or do some cat and cows, little twists and stuff just to release it more. As I say, it doesn't stay like that forever. It's normally just when we're a little bit like undertrained, it's not quite strong enough. As it gets stronger, it doesn't kick in as much. And you'll start to feel other muscles like your glutes supporting you, and kind of the muscles here should be working quite a lot rather than this area in the lower back. Stretch your chest. You can pull the elbows down and wide. You can place your hands on the lower back, lace the fingers behind, whatever feels best. I feel the pulling across here. Bum, 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 bum. Down and up. Yeah, chest, work chest. Squats, work the quads, a little bit of glutes, bent over rows, a little bit of biceps as we pull, and the back. RDLs, hamstrings, glutes, stretch your back, interlace your fingers in front, tuck your chin around, pushing your hands forwards. And chest press, work chest, shoulders, and triceps. And we work them all 10 rounds with different tempos. Did you feel like one tempo was harder than another? I'd love to hear from you which was the worst. For me, I would say it's between the 4-4-4, the 1-4-4, or the continuous pulses. Stretch the quads, hold in something if you need to for balance. And then pick up the foot, pull the heel into the bum. If you're able to, start to draw your knees together. That will stretch a little bit more of the quad. It's kind of 4 muscles that comes across. But if you need to, stay out here. You're tucking your pelvis under. And as you pull the heel up, you're almost pushing the knee down to really stretch. Only stretch as far as you can before pain though. Switch legs. Have you ever done German volume training before? I need to check. Is it normally, surely it's not 10 exercises, 10 reps. That would go on forever. I just feel like it's 10 rounds of an exercise. I'm going to write it in the little caption once I've Googled it. I stretch one hamstring at a time. So feet under hips, and then just step your right foot a little bit forward, just like a foot distance. Bend your left knee and push your bum backwards until you feel it pulling down here. You might want to bend your knees a little bit. You can play with toes up or toes down. Toes down tends to isolate the hamstring. Toes up tends to get calf and hamstring. But yeah, see which one feels best for you today. Switch your legs. So just a step about foot in front, push hips back. If you're going to rest by the end of the leg, always rest on your bent leg, not the straight leg. So keep this knee joint safe. We don't want to put pressure on so it ends up being like, oh, which I've seen videos of. Horrible. And relax. Have a little shake off. Oh, well done. Give yourself a round of applause, honestly, for pressing play in the first place. Then second, for hearing it's 10 rounds and still continuing. And then third, for actually completing all 10 rounds. Well done. So I'd love to hear from you how you got on, whether or not you've been able to complete it again and increase your weights or something like that, or do better. Or which tempo you found out. I'd just like to hear from you. I love to hear it. But yeah, if you've got any questions or feedback as well, do get in touch. Thank you very much for training with me. Hopefully I'll see you on another video at some point. Bye.